Hi my loves, so it is finally time. We are decorating for Christmas and I am so excited because I just think it makes a house feel so much more homely and cozy. I have been waiting to do this now for a good few weeks and the time has come. We went and picked our Christmas tree the other day. It's a little bit more bare than I would have liked. However, I think once we've got her decorated, it'll just come to life and I can't wait to see her sparkle. So we're going to start with the tree and then move on to the rest of the house. We're going to do the kitchen, the hallway, and just make this house feel super homely and cozy. I'm also going for a bit more of like a traditional theme this year. So more reds, burgundies and greens will be like decorating the house, and I can't wait for that pop of colour. We're also going to be putting some photo frames up here and I've got the cutest prints to put in them. So let's start this video and get this tree decorated. We're starting with the lights. For my lights, I'm using these ones that I actually picked up from, I'm pretty sure, Home Bargains last year. It's the 1000 LED string lights in warm white. I actually needed these ones because the only lights that I had were cool white. And it's just not a vibe. I think warm white is so much better for this time of year. I think I picked out 2 boxes of these. I just need to locate the other one. But I thought we'll start with one, see how far we get. And I'm going to try and wrap them around the actual branches as well to get them really twinkly. Okay, bad news. I've run out of lights. We are here, so we're about halfway. All I need to do now is this bit, which obviously is a bit more bare. So one pack will be fine. I'm gonna have to head out and go to Home Bargains and see if we can get another pack. I'm gonna take that with us so we can see if it's identical or not. But yeah, I think with whatever's remaining in this next set, I'll just sort of drape it down the back and go over just the little bare area. But yeah, I think it's going to look really good actually. I've just brought another box in, what I found, which I hadn't brought through. That's also like Christmas decks, no lights in it. But I did forget a few things that I got last year. I think because we got them like mid to end of December, we didn't end up putting them out, so I can't wait to see what they look like around the house. But yeah, let's head to Home Bargains and fingers crossed they have the same lights. We are back and we have some more lights. So I just got these ones. They didn't have the 1000, which I was slightly gutted about. They had them in cool white, but obviously we can't have a tree that's 2 different colours. So I ended up just going with the 600 of them. These are, again, the warm white. They're the same brand, same make. This is the box from before. The size difference in the boxes is putting me off. I'm just hoping this is enough for the rest of the tree. It should be. So I'm going to plug them in and I am going to turn these ones on, just check they work, and then we're going to put them in the tree. Okay, time for the big lights reveal. We're doing a little light switch on. I'm a little bit nervous because I was running out of lights for the top of the tree. So I've just had to go a little bit more bare than I would have liked. However, it should be okay, I think. So let's turn them on. Okay, so it's now time for the baubles, and I have picked a few new ones up this year. So obviously I told you we're going for like a green and burgundy theme. So I picked up these. These were from the range at £1.59 each. I think I actually got them around Black Friday though, so I'm pretty sure I got these slightly cheaper. I picked up 5 of these. There was other shapes, but I really liked this ball shape. I really want some plain burgundy like this, so I'm hoping the ones from Amazon arrive, and I hope that they're basically those, just in plain burgundy. I picked these ones up also from the range just as like a backup because these are exactly what I want, just sort of without the big star, but I didn't hate it. So I got 3 of these for the meantime, and obviously I will have them in my tree. This is another one I did get from the range, however, and I love it. I do really like this one. I think it's so pretty. It's got a bit of texture difference. I like that it's shiny so the lights from the tree will reflect. There was only one on the shelf, so I did pick it up, and I was like debating whether to or not because you don't want just a singular bauble, but I thought I'll get this one and then hope that more come in. But I just really liked this. I couldn't let it go. So we're going to be using them, and then all the other baubles that I'm putting on the tree are pretty much the same as last year, so they're all like quite neutral tones, but I just really like this splash of colour this year. Okay, so here's the tree so far, and she's looking quite bare with the baubles. However, I don't really like any of my other ones, so I think I'm just gonna have to make do with that so far until my burgundy ones come. I am also going to put some burgundy ribbon on the tree and some baby's breath because that brings the whole tree to life. I don't know what tree topper to use. I've got 2 different ones. So the first one is this, a little snowflake, which I thought would look quite cute. Or do I just tie a red ribbon at the top? I don't know. I don't know where the other tree topper is either. I think we need to unpack more things, but let's add some burgundy ribbon to the tree. So I'm just going to be using this like burgundy chiffony type ribbon. I got this from Temu, super cheap. I got 4 rolls, so we'll see how far this goes. But I just think on the tree you'll still be able to see the lights through it and it'll look so cute. I'm not going to go crazy with these because I do want to add this to other things around the house as well. So yeah, I'm just going to add a few so far. Okay, we're back after a couple of hours. As you might be able to tell, it is a little bit later now. So it's 6:30 and I'm just about to start decorating again. We've fully finished the tree and I'm actually really liking it. I think it's the least amount of baubles I've ever had on a tree, but I really love it. And those bows absolutely made it. I'm just about to start like decorating the actual kitchen now. Hopefully I'll finish that by the end of tonight and then we'll go into the hallway. But yeah, loads to do and it's getting later, so let's get started. I've literally just impaled myself with one of those thorns, which is not ideal. But this is the other half of the room. So the table usually is there when we've got the tree. However, I feel like I want stockings to come off the radiators. So I don't really know what to do. I don't know whether to put it there, but it will cover half or most of that radiator, or leave it sort of there and have it as a bit of a kitchen island and dinner table. But yeah, I really can't decide. I am liking the vase more now that it's actually on a table. But what do you guys think? Should I leave the table there or put it over here? I think we'll probably try it in both places once we've like decorated a bit more. But I'm gonna start with the kitchen next, go on to like the bows on the cupboards, do the windowsill. Don't really know what I'm doing on the windowsill yet, but we'll get to it. Okay, so here are the two options. And I can't decide now that they're up because I do love this ribbon. I think that's just so classy and it really elevates the whole look. Whereas this one, I like how thick it is. And this colour now that it's on actually looks so much better. It's definitely giving more like present vibes. What do we think? Do we actually go with these or should I scrap this whole idea? I was only doing them because I did really like them last year, but maybe I'll do all the rest of my decorating and then decide. Good morning. So it's now the next day. I ended up semi-giving up last night. So we did the windowsill. I started putting the bows on the cupboards and I did the wreath above the hob, which I'm actually really happy with. Still haven't decided on which bow to go with on the kitchen cupboards, but we've got the whole day again today. It's Sunday, so we're just on a dog walk, and then yeah, I'm gonna go home and basically do that for the rest of the day again. We'll be walking again later just to get me up and out again, but fingers crossed we can get this house done today. Also, I sort of want to be in my pyjamas all day today, so when we get back I might put them on. If not, I am just in like cozy jogger trouser things, so I suppose they're like pyjamas. Oh, it's so nice to get the sun on your face. Not going to lie, I think I do prefer this type of ribbon, like the actual whole look of it, the fact that it's quite thick and satin. But when you actually look at like the wreath and that, because the colours are a better match, I think I'm going to go with that ribbon. It is the only thing putting me off is the fact that I did want to use that ribbon on other things like the chairs and things, but I can always then, I suppose, tie this ribbon in with the chairs, or I could tie this ribbon on the cupboards, but I don't know how velvet would look on the cupboards, because I do actually have a thicker burgundy velvet, which does really quite match with that. Maybe that would actually look better because it's a thicker ribbon. We're throwing another one in the mix. Let me take this down, add the velvet one and see. Okay, so there's the two other bows. I've only done this one roughly, so it's not exactly in the right place. I can't decide. I really don't know what to do. I'm half thinking the velvet one now, but I do still really like the chiffon. I think the velvet one just ties in with the wreath a little bit better maybe. Okay, so we've gone with the burgundy, and I had to sort of makeshift with the bows and the ribbons because we was running out of this. This is what I used on my stair garland last year. So I only had like what was already made up from them. So I've had to sort of, this is like 2 separate bits. I've had to really scrimp and scrape with those, but I do really like it. It ties in really nicely with this. I'm going to put my garland up here next. I don't think I'll add any ribbon to that just because obviously the rest is ribbon, but we're going to add baby breath into that. And I think I'd like a ribbon or something up near my window. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so it's 12 o'clock. We're almost done in here, I think. I would like to add some maybe stickers or something to that window, but I'm going to do that probably in the evening. I've just finished my garlands and actually I'm really happy with them. So I've put them really old, cheap, plasticky, horrible garlands on the top of my cupboards, but then I've added like some real tree and berries and things in there as well, and I think it makes the biggest difference. It looks really premium. We've got a bit of conifer, a bit of baby's breath, some berries, a bit of a different sort of pine as well. So I just think it ties everything in really nicely. Really pleased that I went for the velvet, is it velvet? Yeah, velvety ribbon on the cupboards. So it's all coming together really nicely. I just think we're missing something up here. Last year I put some like tree branches and tied some ribbon around there. But I don't really know what to do this year. Like, do I just put a big bow up there like here? I'm not sure if you can see, but I actually added this like branch. I thought I added a different one, but that must have been the year before. So I actually added like some tree and this really lovely like honesty just dangling, a bit like mistletoe. Oh, there's actually a bit of mistletoe on there. So I could do something similar, but I don't know, I think I want another pop of colour there. I have just actually added this, which I picked up from the range the other day, which I thought was really cute, and it does tie everything in, but I think we need something a bit bigger. So I'm gonna add the velvet bow, I think, and have it sort of trailing along. I might even stick it to like this part so it's not just draping down. And then I have got a garland to go across there too. Okay, so time to put this garland up here. I actually nearly forgot about this one. This is one I'm using from the range that I got a year or two ago, but I absolutely love this. Last year I actually didn't want to take it down and nearly had it up all year, but we've just got a curtain pole going across the top and it makes the biggest difference. So wish me luck, 'cause it is quite hard to put up. Up. Now I just need to tie like more bits into place so it's sitting higher up, and also sort these lights out. It is a pre-lit one, so once they're all sorted out, then it looks so beautiful. I might add like a bit of baby's breath and things in this as well. But to be honest, it doesn't need much. I think because we've got the burgundy everywhere else, and I'm going to put the burgundy on these lights as well. Yeah, it's just going to look really nice. So let me do this. I honestly need about 3 pairs of hands to do this. So the first room is done and I'm super happy with how it turned out. We've got our little Christmas tree corner with the stockings and burgundy bows. I love the little reindeer stocking hooks that I got from Home Bargains the other day. We've got a bear nutcracker and his brother is actually up here. I didn't really know where to put him, so got one up there and then one down here. I really love those Christmassy prints. I can't wait until we get them on the wall though. And then in here I also added some little pine up here with the burgundy bows, which ties in really nicely with this room. We've got my garland going across here and this gorgeous little display on the table. I did decide to leave the table here for now, just so that it wasn't like blocking the stocking area. And I actually really like it. I can also use it as a bit of an island as well. In here, we then have obviously the burgundy on the doors. I did do the lights to match and my little wreath, which I'm really liking. We then have the window, which is lit with the gorgeous bow dangling down and the little material wreath up there as well. Okay, we are back and it's now 8:15 on Sunday. I've just been to my mum and dad's for a Sunday dinner. It was the best Sunday dinner that I've had in such a long time. The dogs have had a play and everyone's like chill now. My original plan was to get everything finished by the end of the weekend. Obviously, at about 3:30 when I'd only just finished the kitchen, I thought, screw it. I'll do the hallway and the rest of the decorating tomorrow. I'll go tonight, have a really chill night and whatever. So that was my plan. When I got to my mum and dad's, they was actually heading out to my brother's to watch Stranger Things, which I was invited to. But I've never seen Stranger Things and I just thought, I'll come home and get started on this. So the plan, start in the hallway, hope to get everything finished, but I mean there's still quite a lot to do and everything's been taking me so much time. So I'm going to start with the garland going down the stairs, I think, and then just see where we get to. Hopefully this room won't take as long because the things I'm doing don't need that much detail, I don't think, but they're the famous last words. So let's get started. We'll have a cup of hot chocolate at some point as well, whether that's when I finish or halfway through, who knows. But yeah, let's start on this garland. So it's now 9:15. Don't know how I've been doing this for an hour already and only got to this point. I did obviously put the tension rods on the doors because I'm putting garlands on there again. And I did find that I had an extra garland, so I've actually just doubled this bottom bit up. So we've got 3 garlands on the stairs. I only had 3 though, so I'd have quite liked an extra one here. And obviously going down the this bit of wood, whatever that bit's called, I've only been able to double up this bit, so it's thicker though. And it's looking good so far. I'm just sorting these bits out. This bit is the worst bit because I just think they're so hard to work with these, but I do think this garland is one of the best that I've had, as in these bits actually look real, so it's just spending the time and getting all of these neat. Okay, so I've put the garland up now, but for some reason, I don't know what it is, I'm not loving it. I've been faffing about with these for so long that I'm just gonna leave it now. It's 10 to 10. 10 to 10, is that right? So I'm going to put my bows on now and hope that that makes it look a bit better. But yeah, I can't figure out what I'm not loving. I've put these little lights in it and I've tried to hide the wires as best as I can. But yeah, maybe I'll grow on it. So hopefully, yeah, let's put the bows on and hope for the best. So I think I'm just going to use this ribbon, which is that gorgeous burgundy velvety ribbon. It is the thinner one of the two though, so hopefully it'll look nice down the banister. But I'm just going to cut the ribbon lengths now. I'm thinking 3 bows, and then like the drapes will fall down here. Okay, well, it's 20 to 11 now, and I've actually only done the garland down the stairs, which I am very happy with. Now that it's been up for a little while, I do like it. And I've just put together this little wreath. Nothing crazy, nothing special, but I think I'm going to have to call it at that and finish up tomorrow. I've still got, obviously, all these garlands to put up. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to have to call it that and go again tomorrow. Time for the full house reveal. So this is the hallway, starting with the wreath that I made on the front door, and then we have the gorgeous garland going up the stairs with the velvet burgundy. On this little shelf I just added some like little Christmas chocolates and some pine cones, and then we have a little Christmas display this side as well, which I really like this, keeping it really minimal, but like the gold bell and the print in the frame I just think is so stunning. The lights that go all the way over the garlands, over the mirror with the honesty, and then the chiffon ribbon again, and we have these on all 3 doors. Then we have the big mirror again with the chiffon bow and the lights around it, which I love. I just added a little bit in my bathroom, so we've got a little bit of a garland going across the windowsill, some mistletoe, and then over here we've just got another one of them gorgeous vases with the bell detail. This just needs pulling up, so just ignore this mess. I did also add this stocking in here, what my mum made quite a few years ago, but I just thought the colours matched the paint so nicely. Got a little mouse and gonk there, and then above the toilet I've just put a little bit of mistletoe and that star with another little gonk. And then into my favourite room, I just think this whole entryway bit looks like a winter wonderland. I love how glowy it is. We have obviously my beautiful, beautiful prints. I think these make the biggest difference. Christmas prints just add so much to the decor. Obviously my tree, I still haven't received the burgundy baubles, but to be honest, I'll probably not add them this year now. I'll just wait till next year because I'm in love with this. We then have the gorgeous stockings, super simplistic, but those burgundy ribbons make the biggest difference. That little pop of colour, and I'm really liking these, just from Home Bargains, the little stocking hooks. And then we turn around to this stunning little cozy nook. I mean, how beautiful is this? Both of my lights, I want to do this on the light in the hallway as well, and I still haven't got around to it, but I just absolutely love it. I think it's so eye-catching. It's definitely my favourite by far. Even just this on the table, I just think is so beautiful. But I do really like the table here. I'm glad I kept with this. And then I don't think you've really seen this wreath up close, but it's just got a little bit of baby's breath, that burgundy velvet ribbon, and then one of those gold bells. And I just think it is so effective. Well, I just thought I'd come sit with Pops, seeing as though she's sat on the stairs. This is what she does when she thinks I'm leaving and she thinks I'm going without her somewhere. But I'm not, we're home, and I'm actually just about to run a bath. We have finished the decorating, so it is now time just to relax and enjoy the coziness of Christmas. I'm really happy with all my Christmas decks this year because I haven't gone like over the top, but I've also gone like it's quite minimalist, but still really festive and Christmassy. And yeah, I'm just really happy with them. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's gave you some home decor inspo. And yeah, if you have liked it, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss any of my future videos. Thank you all so much for your support on my channel, and I'll see you next video. Say bye. Bye. She's not impressed because she thinks I'm leaving. I'm not going anywhere without you. She's my little shadow. I'm not going anywhere.